Insomnia's a bitch. Uh, I'm gonna roll dice here. Damn, the dice failed me. The die failed me. They are making me go first. I am scared. I believe they are on Tenpai. They have to be. So, I have a most brilliant strategy. I think we're gonna play around Nib here. Oh, that's actually amazing. I can bring out Ruin, but I'm hard calling that they're going Tenpai. Betting it all on Tenpai. Of course, gotta play around all the going second cards. Shame I can't get Masquerena, but I mean, what if they have evenly matched or something? Well, I have FA Dawn. Let's set this and pass it on. Let's see if we are correct here. So right now, the only deck I can think of that goes second in the current format is Tenpai. Why would you choose to... Oh, okay. I know for sure they're playing Tenpai now. No way you would tribute fucking Natasha for Lava Golem like that unless... Uh... Floodgate. Floodgate Turbo, apparently. Oh, no, wait. I get it. it's a fucking chain burn. Holy shit, Drytron's gonna kill me. Okay, we need to play around Mirror Force. We're gonna go get Beta Fafnir. This is a spell negate. This is a spell trap negate. Any name will do. And then I'm gonna go link off Lava Golem. SP Little Knight will do just fine. Not the best, but it'll work. Alright, and then let's battle for game. If there's Magic Cylinder or Mirror Force, I can negate it. If they have both for some reason. Okay, Boo Boo Game. During damage, if monster battles, you take no damage. If the set card is destroyed, sent to the graveyard, target up to 2 normal traps, set them. They can be activated this turn. Okay, then. So, alright, I'll let that play. Very well, then. They get a turn. They get another turn. They lost connection. Ah. Well, yeah, I wasn't gonna negate that. I was gonna read. Boo Boo Game is a live twin card? I don't know most of the live twin game. Live twins. Yeah, I mean, it may not be a live twin card, but it does feature the live twins in the art. That's them, right? That's Key Skill and the other lady. I don't remember the name of. Yeah, if I fucking destroyed that like an idiot and didn't bother reading, I would have lost. They disconnected though, and I wasn't gonna negate, so I guess them rage quit. They rage quitted, which was the correct choice. Although I think people keep forgetting that Yu-Gi-Oh is a best of two format. There's a side deck after all. A best of three format rather. Alright, off meta. That definitely put me in for a loop, but unfortunately I had all the outs. I'm gonna roll dice. Scissors again. Of course it's Rock again. Wait, is this the same guy? I didn't actually get to see their name. If they're making me go first, that's how I know. Alright, this isn't the same guy. Waiting during standby. Oh boy, it's Centurion. Alright, we've got a real nasty piece of work coming up. One I am unsure if I can win. It's the second time I top deck Natasha. She's straight up the worst thing to top deck. To draw for start of the game. That's like the only search Centurion does. So Droll and Lock actually doesn't do anything against them. Afterwards, everything is immediately sent to the field. We going into the dragon. We going into the dragon. Okay, that wasn't the dragon. They'll get to the dragon eventually. That's just how Centurion plays. They're counted as a they end their turn there. Nothing else on the face down. Hmm. Kinda sucks that I drew the ritual spell. I think maybe I should have started with instant fusion. Well, they're letting it through. Let's go Thuban. These are special summons, right? Do they have any summon effects? I hate the fact that I'm not gonna search with this monster will give away that I already have the spell. Well, like, what are you gonna do? Alright. We either die here or we get to continue playing a little longer. Alright, they don't have a response. I probably... I don't think they have Nib. I don't think Centurion plays Nib. For better or for worse, that's all we've got. They're, they've more than got enough fuel to clap back here. Oh, they got a kaiju. Yeah, I'm dead. Ain't no doubt. Who the fuck main decks kaijus? Definitely wasn't expecting that. Uh, do I negate this? Is there even a point? Sure, let's just negate it. Maybe they have triple tactics or something. I fucking knew it. Oh, they're taking their kaiju. Oh, what's the summon condition for this? Oh, it's actually pretty generic. I would have destroyed Natasha because you can't deal damage to me as long as Natasha's on the field. And like, I can just choose to let Natasha go so I can use her effect and steal your Legatia. I gotcha. I guess they've never read Natasha. It's not once per turn. Yep, they don't read cards. Typical. Well, for what it's worth, I've got a turn 4. There's Centurion True Awakening. Sucks that our monster got negated. We're gonna try to steal Legatia. Let's just get back Meteonis Drytron. I never bother with Natasha. I keep her in the main deck because I think she's cute. She's surprisingly useful every now and then whenever she does come up, huh? Uh, I can try bringing out Dynamondo. There might be a good reason for me to do that. I might have an incentive to do that. I'm gonna keep this board as is. They might have a third copy of Legatia, which will be very annoying if that is the case. But if they do have a third copy, like, what am I going to do realistically? Okay, do I get my main phase 2 back? Because they're triggering all sorts of stuff? Ah, does that prevent Dynamondo from doing its thing? It sure did. Guess who's back from the grave? No. They have another triple tack? Why'd you reposition? Alright, they surrendered. Wow, that was surprisingly close. Alright, I'm gonna do something insane that might result in a loss. I'm gonna make my opponent go first. Oh no, wait, right. Since I'm so used to fucking losing. Of course I drew. Oh no, wait, I got Ultimate Slayer. Let's go. We top deck my Meteonis again with Drytron. Let's hope our sixth card is good. Let's see. With Synchros, it's a no-brainer to send Herald of the Arclight with Ultimate Slayer here. What the fuck? How unexpected. I can still trigger Ben 10. Summon. Not like I can do anything about that. Let's bring out the big lady. I kinda wanted to go for Ben 10, but like, let's go for this, why not, right? We're ritual summoning, you know, she's coming out. Pray you've got a kaiju to deal with her. If you do, you might actually win on turn 3 here. Because I definitely can't win with just Ruin. Why do they have a response on my battle? That's kinda scary. Unless they're bluffing? They already discarded their Harpy's Feather Duster, but I don't think there's a point in bluffing out back row. Bluffing is a genuinely just a bad idea. Bestial. I would have banished Bantan because you remember how awful it was to get change of hearted by her. Because Drytron Meteonis Quadrantids is perfectly fine. They're avoiding synchro summoning, which is very annoying. Six and four. Is it Sword Soul? It's Chaos Angel. Oh, more than enough to deal with Ruin. For sure. Chaos Angel is a tough out. Or at least it would be. They surrendered. Holy shit, how did I win that? That was amazing. Hell yeah. See, games like that remind me why Yu-Gi-Oh! Is such a fantastic game that I still play. And I mean, obviously, I still think it's awesome even if I lose. Because, like, getting to see all the crazy, wacky shit. I mean, the going second cards are really unfair. But, like, what can you do with the current way modern Yu-Gi-Oh is? The only way to beat going first is to be unfair because going first inherently is already so unfair at the moment. And Konami's solution to fix going second is to print cards that are unfair when going second. I'm favoriting this. That was an insane back and forth. I guess Drytron is really powerful while going second. The extra card really helps. Unlike my old Megalith deck, man, I want Megalith to be good. On school, I was theory crafting a pure Megalith Drytron deck where it's just Megaliths. And wow, holy shit, their starting hand was just insane here. They did have Crimson Dragon, but like they chose not to go for it. Only one Link monster, that's amazing. Oh my god, Super Star Slayer. I actually play around this card perfectly because I don't summon from the extra deck at all. Oh, that's hilarious. They're using the alternate art for Raigeki. I don't like the alternate art for Raigeki. Call me a Yugi boomer on this, but I really like the way old cards are drawn. Because this Raigeki is definitely a modern redrawing. I just like how simplistic the lightning storm is. And I still find it funny that there's another spell that's just a weaker version of Raigeki called Lightning Storm. And Lightning Storm is what Raigeki is in Japanese. Kinda wonder what Lightning Storm is called in Japanese now. Yeah, this is a pretty bog standard Centurion deck. I'm betting they fucking just net decked and they're actually a newbie. That's kind of the only explanation I have as to how I won such a matchup. Like a clean 2-0 like that shouldn't have been possible against a meta contender like this. How much does this deck cost? I'm gonna be doing my dailies in Path to Nowhere and Genshin, but before that, I really don't get why they summoned their boss monster. You're supposed to summon Crimson Dragon first and then get your boss monster out because Quick effect. You can target one level 7 or higher synchro monster on the field, except Crimson Dragon. Return this card to the extra deck, and if you do, special summon. Ah, they couldn't use Crimson Dragon's effect. I mean, this is hardly a brick. They opened two engine, three engine and two non-engines. Two of the best non-engines you could have drawn. Or actually, their starting hand was stand up, Centurion, and then alright. So it was two starters and three non-engine traps that are that are all very powerful. Kinda sad, Ghost Belt. I really should just be running Effect Veiler and Technic and have 5 infinite imperms, but like, I want variety in my hand traps. I'm actually looking for other trap cards that can activate in the hand, but like, infinite impermanence is just so good. It's a staple card. And honestly, with 10,000 cards, I really think it's toxic to be having staples. Yeah, they lost round 1 because they had no idea what Natasha did. So, I won because they were unfamiliar with the matchup, I suppose you could say. Yeah, outing Drytron there was a good choice. But then they popped Don Dragster when they really... I mean, if they did pop Natasha, I would have survived their battle phase. And I was gonna be able to steal their Centurion Legace anyway, so you could say they were fucked either way. It's just, at the very least, they could have dealt some damage to me this game. Alpha Thuban getting negated is pretty big. Unfortunately, it's irrelevant. On end phase, they summon their stuff and do a synchro summon, which was straight up their worst mistake, because if they just waited until their turn, I would not have been able to get Dynamondo and out the synchro that they summoned. I mean, it normally is a good idea to do that, but yeah. What happened? The replay stopped. Ah shit, is the replay bugged? What happened? Oh dang it. Uh, let's see if it'll play out full this time. I'm just gonna let it play out. Yeah, Zeta drawing Forbidden Droplet was honestly pretty huge. Or Delta, rather. I kept Natasha a secret, too. Doesn't seem like a big deal, but Information is an important resource. I played that Forbidden Droplet really well. I was actually unaware until I saw a video and like someone did it to me in Dueling Nexus a little while ago too, where you chain Forbidden Droplet after you play a card, and then you discard the card you played that was gonna get sent to graveyard already anyway. It's a very important play. Instead of taking Gameciel as well, actually, they should have stolen Natasha from me. Again, I would have survived, and nothing would have changed. Just saying. They could beat over their own kaiju and would have dealt a hefty amount of damage and put in some pressure. Oh man, even less played out this time. Let's just go see the other one. What did they side deck? Just they side decked in Bestials because I'm pretty sure Bestial wasn't because they saw I was playing light monsters. Nobody side decks anything in the extra deck. Yeah. They knew I didn't have any. I would have sided out Harpy's Feather Duster since they know I don't have any back row. Zeta Negate was pretty huge. It weakened my end board significantly. I was forced to go into Ruin. Not that Ruin is a bad thing, because I like Ruin. But if they didn't do that, I would have been able to have. My end board would have looked a little bit more different. They bring out Chaos Angel from here, attack over my Ruin, and then they place this down, as well as a few others. Oh, whatever. It's a good thing I recorded, I suppose. Oh, right. Unfortunately, whatever YGO Pro uses, whatever algorithm or database they're using for YDKs, it's something only they can take advantage of. I can't turn this into a .ydk. I can share it, but like if I download the deck content, it is not a YDK. It's just a notepad. It's basically a glorified shopping list. Ah, anyway, since I've spent so long of my Yu-Gi-Oh just trying to make a deck for Ruin where she can shine at her brightest, now that I've kind of finished that goal, there's kind of like an empty feeling in me. I'm sure people know what I'm talking about. That feeling after you've completed something and now it just feels like something is just left your life. But then I realized this just means I can spend more of my time making other decks now instead. I want to make a labyrinth deck. I actually only run one off now. The card ratio here might confuse some people, but I am sticking to this. Only two of Drytron Nova and two Drytron Fafnirs. You only really need one Fafnir if you're running pure Drytrons, but I am not. So two is better because it technically means I have four copies of Drytron Nova, while at the same time only having two because remember this is a hard once per turn, and realistically speaking, games never last long enough where you'll realistically be able to play all three. At most, you'll be able to play a second one, but no more. So Fafnir just allows for more consistency because it can search out either Drytron Nova or Meteonis in case I'm unable to bring out Zeta. Kinda wish I was there to play when Drytron Herald was like a meta top threat. Like that's the thing. Drytron is a meta thing, so understandably, a lot of people know the choke points and how to deal with it. Like between playing a deck nobody understands but is very easily defeatable anyways, even without reading, versus playing a deck that's actually competent, even if people are more likely to be aware with how to deal with it. I'd rather choose the latter. Right, from here it's the generics, except Cyber Emergency isn't a generic. Cyber Emergency is technically supposed to be support for fucking Cyber Dragon. I suddenly remembered this card. Double the attack of all machine monsters you currently control. It seems hilariously. It seems like a really great way to be able to summon my monsters easier, but like it's unsearchable. So ultimately, I've decided against it. Yeah, the one-off instant fusion tech card is honestly pretty clutch every now and then. But I realistically could probably get away with just replacing it with Where Art Thou. So I was doing some testing. Where Art Thou is not a once per turn. You can straight up play all three copies of it if you draw three copies. You'll take 6,000 damage if you do, but like it's just the best. Of course, there's still the caveat of needing a level 1 monster. That's why I only have two of it. Ultimately, Gytron Nova and Cyber Emergency are better because in order for Where Art Thou to be good, you need to be able to special summon at least one more. Because like the other option is Jack in the hand. It's a hard once per turn. It doesn't have a condition to activate, but I really do not like giving my opponent the extra card. Not to mention, it's a little inconsistent. You know, like, yeah, I'm giving them a useless Drytron they're probably never gonna be able to use. But like, they're never gonna summon it, but they can still use it for discard fodder. You know? I mean, granted, if they discard it, it goes to my graveyard at the very least. But like, where art thou is just so much better. Pot of Prosperity is an important consistency tool, but one that I personally don't like because everything in my extra deck is kind of incredibly important, you know? Really sucks to have to get rid of them. Forbidden Droplet, Triple Tactics, Infinite Imperm, and from there it's the Ghost Sisters. Ghost Bell and Ash Blossom. Oh, Masqueranas for a year, so. Elder Entity, Entis, Millennium Eyes Restrict, Dawn Dragsta, Divine Arsenal. I have there hasn't been an instance yet where it happened, but I have summoned Divine Arsenal in main phase 2 by attacking with Mu Beta every now and then as just a last resort. Lyrilusk, though, has kind of just been there. I've never summoned her. Why is Lightning Storm semi-limited for TCG? I don't get it. It's a card that realistically makes no difference whether it's available at 3 or 2. Alright. So all in all, the deck costs $180 total. What the fuck? It might be due to the staples, yeah, because of Ash Blossom. Like, if I went for Effect Veiler or Ghost Ogre, would it be any better? 'Cause Effect Veiler is also pretty expensive. Yeah, it'd definitely be cheaper if I went Effect Veiler instead of Ash Blossom. I can't get rid of Infinite Imperm though, that's for sure. Foolish is not that expensive, surprisingly. My dearest Ruin is barely worth much, since Voiceless is currently one of the meta contenders for some reason. Diviner is pretty high up in price. Yeah. Alright. Triple Tactics, Forbidden Droplet. Yeah, pretty much it's the staple cards that take up the bulk of the cost. Their Elder Entity doesn't cost that. What the fuck? Why are you over $1? Oh god, Divine Arsenal's $10. These are some expensive cardboard. Very expensive.